Think you know Illinois? Beyond Chicago's skyline and endless cornfields lies a state packed with mind-blowing secrets most people never discover. Over the next few minutes, we're revealing 11 hidden places that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the state, from water towers hiding centuries-old church bells to locations where settlers found the ground literally covered in human bones. Stick around until the end. Our number one spot will absolutely give you chills. Number 11, the Gold Pyramid House. Hidden away in suburban Wadsworth sits one of America's most bizarre architectural secrets, a 17,000 square foot, 6-story replica of the Great Pyramid of Giza, complete with its own private island and moat. But this isn't just eccentric architecture, it's a monument to obsession. In the late 1970s, local builder Jim Onan became captivated by pyramid power, a pseudo-scientific theory claiming perfectly constructed pyramids could harness mystical electrical energies. Starting with an 11-foot replica in his yard, Onan embarked on his audacious magnum opus, a 6-story home plated in 24-karat gold. The completed structure was surreal luxury meets Egyptian museum. Inside, visitors found King Tut's throne reproduction, over 100 authentic Egyptian statues, and 200 linear feet of hand-painted walls. Outside stood a 50-foot King Tut statue and 3 pyramid-shaped garages. The gold surface was so blindingly reflective that pilots used it as a navigation reference point, while neighbors filed complaints. Nature seemed determined to challenge Onan's vision. A 1997 tornado destroyed his protective dome, and a devastating 2018 fire caused over $3 million in damage. Yet the most touching chapter continues today. Jim Onan Jr. meticulously rebuilds his father's dream, preserving this bizarre testament to unwavering passion. Just 30 minutes from our Golden Pyramid, another architectural secret awaits in suburban Niles. Number 10, the Leaning Tower of Niles. Standing 94 feet tall, this half-sized replica of Pisa's famous tower appears to be simple roadside whimsy. But the Leaning Tower of Niles harbors secrets that transform it from quirky landmark into genuine mystery. The story begins in 1934 with Robert Ilg, a Chicago industrialist who built a sprawling 22-acre recreation park for his employees. Needing to supply water to the park's pools and artificial lake, Ilg faced a utilitarian challenge: how to hide unsightly pumping equipment. His solution was brilliantly eccentric: construct a steel and precast stone tribute to Galileo Galilei that would conceal the water tank within. The village later acquired this functional folly for just $10 from the YMCA. But during restoration, workers made an extraordinary discovery hidden in the tower's belfry: 5 ancient bronze bells, 3 cast in Italian churches between 1623 and 1747. Here's the mystery that remains completely unsolved. How did centuries-old Italian church bells end up inside a suburban Chicago water tower? No records exist explaining their journey from sacred Italian campaniles to this Midwestern marvel. This is delightfully bewildering, a perfect fusion of American practicality, artistic whimsy, and unexplained European history. But our journey through Illinois' hidden secrets takes a haunting turn as we venture south to Cairo, where architectural grandeur meets urban decay. Number 9, Magnolia Manor. Magnolia Manor stands like a beautiful mirage, a 4-story, 14-room Victorian mansion that serves as a stunning time capsule in what has become virtually a ghost town. This isn't just preserved history, it's a heartbreaking monument to dreams that died. The mansion was built during Cairo's golden moment when the Mississippi-Ohio River confluent city was booming in the post-Civil War era. Charles A. Gallagher, a mill merchant who made his fortune supplying flour and hardtack to the Union Army, befriended General Ulysses S. Grant himself, who used Cairo as his headquarters. In 1869, flush with success, Gallagher began constructing this magnificent symbol of prosperity, complete with innovative double walls and elaborate ventilation systems to combat the humid, swampy climate. Grant was even honored at a lavish party in the completed home. Imagine the conversations echoing through those rooms. But here's what makes this place profoundly melancholy. Step outside this preserved palace, and you'll find a city tragically hollowed out by decades of economic decline and racial strife. Magnolia Manor isn't haunted by ghosts, it's haunted by lost promise. It's a beautiful, heartbreaking reminder of how quickly fortune can fade. Yet not all of Illinois' monuments to ambition fell into decay. Travel north to Springfield and you'll find another 19th century vision, a building meant not to mourn lost glory, but to outshine even the nation's capital itself. Number 8. The Illinois State Capitol. Here stands a Capitol building with a secret ambition so audacious it borders on arrogance. Its dome was deliberately designed to tower over the U.S. Capitol itself, making it the tallest domed capitol in America at 405 feet. This was an accident. It was declaration. In the post-Civil War boom, Illinois was flexing its political muscles on the national stage. Architect John C. Cochran's winning design was pure swagger. If Washington had a dome, Illinois would build a bigger one. The message was clear. This prairie state demanded to be taken seriously. But here's where ambition meets reality. This monument to Illinois pride has been locked in a 150-year battle against the elements. The building has required constant renovation, complete dome replacements in 1932 and 1975, endless repairs from water leaks and storm damage. It's been a Sisyphean struggle to maintain this grand vision. What makes this story fascinating isn't just the architectural audacity, it's the deeper truth it reveals. The Capitol's perpetual need for repair mirrors democracy itself. Soaring ambitions require constant, unglamorous maintenance. This beautifully symbolic gem is a reminder that the grandest dreams demand the most persistent care. If Springfield's Capitol embodies government ambition, then Chicago offers a different vision of grandeur, one born not from politics or private wealth, but from the will of its people to rise from ashes with art and light. Number 7. The Chicago Cultural Center. The Chicago Cultural Center isn't just beautiful, it's a revolutionary statement that great art belongs to everyone, built not by wealthy philanthropists, but by ordinary citizens determined to prove something extraordinary. After the Great Chicago Fire of 1871 destroyed their first public library, Chicagoans faced a choice: rebuild something functional or make a declaration. They chose declaration. The Public Building Commission demanded an enduring monument worthy of a great and public-spirited city, and they got exactly that. What they created defied every assumption about public buildings. This People's Palace rivals any European palace with imported Italian marbles, intricate Favril glass mosaics, and 2 magnificent stained glass domes, including the world's largest Tiffany dome, a breathtaking 38-foot masterpiece made from 30,000 pieces of glass. Here's what makes this story beautiful. In 2008, restorers removed an old protective cover from the Tiffany dome, allowing natural light to flood through, as the artist originally intended. After decades of darkness, the Temple of Light was reborn. This is powerfully inspiring, proof that when communities demand beauty, they can create something that rivals the greatest palaces ever built by kings. Where Chicago's People's Palace reflects resilience through art, Rockford's Coronado Theater tells a more romantic tale, one where a single moment of inspiration spoken on a stage saved a community treasure from ruin. Number 6. The Coronado Performing Arts Center. The Coronado isn't just a restored movie palace. It's a 2,400-seat testament to the power of one passionate promise that refused to let magic die. Built in 1927 as an atmospheric-style theater, the Coronado transported audiences under starry, cloud-filled ceilings surrounded by gilded Spanish castles and Italian villas. Legends like Frank Sinatra and John F. Kennedy graced its stage, earning it the beloved nickname Rockford's Wonder Theater. But by the 1980s, this wonder was crumbling toward demolition. Enter Mary Ann Smith, a local who found the decay heartbreaking. Then came the moment that changed everything. In 1985, after a performance, world-renowned opera soprano Leontine Price looked Smith directly in the eye and declared, "You must save this theater." That single, electrifying plea became Smith's mission. She formed the Friends of the Coronado, rallying the community to raise nearly half of the $18.5 million needed for a meticulous 2-year restoration. They didn't just repair the theater, they transformed it into a state-of-the-art facility while preserving every ounce of its original magic. But what if a single building could solve humanity's oldest conflict? In Wilmette, along Lake Michigan's shore, stands architecture's most ambitious peace treaty. Number 5. The Baha'i House of Worship. The Baha'i house of worship isn't just beautiful, it's a revolutionary statement carved in stone that dared to suggest all religions share the same divine light. This stunning nine-sided temple embodies the Baha'i faith's most audacious belief, the unity of all humanity's spiritual traditions. Architect Louis Bourgeois, a devoted follower, spent decades perfecting a design that would physically manifest oneness for humanity. Look closely at the intricate exterior pillars, and you'll discover Christian crosses, stars of David, and Islamic crescents woven together in perfect harmony. But here's what makes this story extraordinary. This wasn't funded by a wealthy benefactor. Individual Baha'is from around the globe contributed to a construction project that spanned over 50 years, delayed by 2 world wars and the Great Depression. Every dollar came from believers who shared a vision they'd never live to see completed. The building itself defied convention, cast from white Portland cement and crushed quartz, creating a delicate lace-like exterior with an otherworldly, luminescent quality that earned it the nickname Temple of Light and Unity. This is proof that when people believe deeply enough in unity, they can literally build bridges between worlds. Speaking of visions, imagine trying to move the entire ocean to Chicago in 1924. One department store magnate thought he could do exactly that. Number 4, the Shedd Aquarium. The John G. Shedd Aquarium represents one of history's most audacious logistical challenges, bringing the greatest variety of sea life under one roof to a city 1,000 miles from any coast. John Graves Shedd donated $2 million with what seemed like a fantasy goal. But here's where it gets fascinating. The aquarium's first director, Walter H. Shute, had to pioneer something that had never been attempted. Specially designed railroad cars that could transport live marine animals and millions of gallons of salt water across the continent to landlocked Chicago. Picture those trains rolling across the prairie carrying living pieces of distant oceans. It was like moving entire ecosystems by rail, and somehow, impossibly, it worked. But the real magic happened over decades of evolution. Today's Shedd isn't just displaying sea life, it's actively saving it. From orphaned sea otter pups like Jade and Seldovia with their harrowing rescue stories, to successful breeding programs for rare species like the weedy sea dragon, this has become a living ark in the heart of the Midwest. This wonderful place shows that when human ingenuity meets genuine care, we can literally bring distant worlds home and give them new life. After marveling at life beneath the waves, Illinois invites you to step into a different kind of wonder. Not under the sea, but high on ancient stone, where nature and history converge in silence. Number 3, Garden of the Gods Wilderness. Garden of the Gods Wilderness isn't just scenic, it's a stunning 3,955-acre portal to a world that existed 320 million years ago, when this land was an ancient river delta untouched by the glaciers that reshaped everything around it. But that isn't what makes this place spectacular. Its landscape is. While glaciers advanced and retreated across the Midwest, this primordial landscape remained frozen in time, slowly sculpted by wind and water into dramatic bluffs, hidden canyons, and iconic sandstone formations like Camel Rock and Devil's Smokestack, offering panoramic views that stretch to the horizon. But the real secrets lie in the layers of human story carved into these stones. Indigenous peoples, ancestors of the Aleni and Shawnee, saw spirits, ancestors, and creation stories etched into the stone itself. They conducted vision quests among these towering formations, believing the landscape was touched by divine or demonic hands. Walk the trails today, and you'll discover haunting remnants of past human activity, abandoned homesteads, forgotten cemeteries, overgrown fruit trees, and roads that lead nowhere. Ghosts of pioneer families who tried to tame this ancient wilderness. The pioneers gave these formations eerie names, convinced they were witnessing something supernatural. Local lore, whispers of Native American vision quests, and spiritual encounters that blur the line between legend and reality. This is profoundly mystical, a place where 320 million years of deep time and human souls converge, where you can literally touch eternity. We shift from a natural wonder to a cultural marvel. Here's the story of a vanished city that never truly disappeared. Number 2, Cahokia Mounds. Cahokia Mounds isn't just an archaeological site. It's the largest pre-Columbian settlement north of Mexico, a sprawling metropolis that at its peak housed 10,000 to 20,000 people, rivaling European cities of its time. Between AD 1050 and 1150, it was a sophisticated civilization with powerful political hierarchies, vast trade networks, communal agriculture, and an astronomical observatory called Woodhenge that tracked celestial movements with stunning precision. This was the cultural, religious, and economic heart of the entire Mississippian culture. Then, around 1350, something happened. The great city declined, and for decades, scholars created dramatic theories to explain its fall. Among the theories were environmental catastrophe, deforestation, warfare, disease, a civilization-ending collapse that left nothing but ghost mounds. But here's where the story gets revolutionary. New archaeological evidence is completely rewriting this narrative. The site wasn't abandoned. It was re-inhabited by different tribes around 1500 AD. Instead of catastrophic collapse, Cahokia likely experienced gradual adaptation to climate shifts and social changes, a far more nuanced human story. This is profoundly humbling, proof that even our most confident historical narratives can crumble when we finally learn to listen. And now, our most chilling secret of all. What appears to be Illinois' most beloved hiking destination conceals a story so dark that early settlers found the ground literally covered with human bones. Number 1. Starved Rock State Park. Starved Rock State Park is named after what may be one of America's most brutal acts of vengeance and survival. The legend begins in 1769 with a single fatal moment, the alleged murder of the revered Ottawa Chief Pontiac by an Alini warrior. This act of betrayal sparked a war of extermination as Pontiac's allies, the Ottawa and Potawatomi, sought complete revenge against the Alini people. Desperate to escape annihilation, a large group of Alini took refuge atop the flat-topped buttes known as Le Rocher, the Rock. Their enemies surrounded the base, cutting off all access to food and water, beginning a siege that would end in unspeakable tragedy. The Alini starved to death on top of that rock. Legend tells of 11 athletic warriors who broke through enemy lines on a dark, stormy night, escaping down the river to a French fortress. But here's what transforms folklore into nightmare. Early fur traders and settlers reported finding the ground atop the rock literally covered with human bones. Today, visitors hike these beautiful trails, admire cascading waterfalls, and explore rugged canyons, unaware they're walking through what may be one of America's largest unmarked graveyards. This is profoundly haunting, a reminder that our most beautiful places sometimes hold our darkest secrets. From Jim Onen's Golden Pyramid dream to the haunting legend of Starved Rock, Illinois has proven it's so much more than cornfields in Chicago. We've journeyed through ancient mysteries at Cahokia, discovered Italian church bells and suburban water towers, and witnessed how communities can literally build palaces for the people. These hidden places are waiting for you to explore them. Each location tells a uniquely American story of ambition, mystery, and human resilience that you simply can't find anywhere else. Which Illinois secret shocked you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know which one you're planning to visit first.